Hello guys, welcome to another Dev Reacts to Speedrun. Today we're gonna play Blair Witch. My name is Maciej Głomb, and I was a QA lead working on the project. And together with me is also Barbara Kciuk, who was a narrative designer for the game.
Hi everyone. I'm pretty sure that for you as a QA lead, this speedrun will be like an amazing experience. How long did it take for you to beat the whole game?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember for sure how long was it, but I'm sure if it's gonna take, around the... I believe that the shortest one was around, hour and a half, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's anything, shorter than that, I'm already gonna be impressed. But I'm sure that, they're gonna break the game in at least a few ways that I haven't anticipated. Probably be quite a shame, as I was at quality assurance, but tough life.
Well, we'll see. So far, so good. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, the first part is pretty straightforward. You just grab your walkie-talkie, run to the gate, open it, and that's it. I'm a bit curious about the second stage, like the second level in the forest, because that was quite tricky.
Generally, I guess this is a hard game to speedrun because of Bullet. Like, you need to rely on him, and he needs to bring you a lot of stuff. But like, it's AI, so you kind of never know what it will do. So that also can be an interesting part to see how it turns out, because yeah, like in normal speedrun you just run ahead, but here how do you do that when you need to rely on AI?
Yeah, that's actually interesting because working with quality assurance, we had a pretty good idea like what to do to make Bullet do what you want, but I'm considering like how the person could...
What is he doing? I'm sorry, continue, but like, what is this?
Yeah, I just stopped because I'm not sure what's happening, but sure, I think we will figure it out shortly. I'm not sure if he wasn't just trying to skip a little bit of the cutscene.
He skipped, yeah. Didn't he skip the walkie-talkie by being constantly in the equipment?
He might have done that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, because
what I was saying earlier, just to end the subject, that it's pretty interesting for me, like how someone who wasn't like a part of the development team knows how to guide Bullet to do what he wants.
Yeah, and it's actually a nice trick with skipping the walkie-talkie, because the walkie-talkie slows you down a lot.
Yeah.
Because we needed to be able to fit all those lines on the level. So often the levels were a little bit too tiny in order to like play the whole dialogue. So we sometimes needed to force the player to walk a little bit slower in order to hear the dialogue, because like without it they wouldn't know what to do next. So we needed to make sure that they will hear it.
He didn't collect the cup, right?
Yeah.
Nah, not this way.
Just going straight. Yeah, he should be blocked here. Okay.
Yeah, well, he should be.
Yeah. Like, he should be led here by Bullet, and now... Wow, that's an interesting way to do it. I never knew it's possible.
Ellis to base. Did you copy?
Ellis, what are you doing out here?
Yeah, this is actually pretty tricky. How he's gonna, trigger the PTSD attack.
Yeah, but what's this? What's this handle sticking out of the walkie-talkie? What's going on?
Sir, I'm here to help. That's all there is to it. Bullets with me.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea what's going on right now. It looks like the maybe camera kind of bugged out when he was jumping at the very beginning.
Could be. Because this dialogue, I think it should be when he's like this is the first dialogue that should be played in the game. Like
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
the first talk with the sheriff. So
Time to get to work.
yeah.
So he triggered it right now.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to trigger it because they are like you are not able to leave this area before it's triggered, right?
Yeah.
Even if you know where Bullet will go next, you still need to have this path unlocked, and only Bullet can unlock it. Ah, good boy.
Can you pet the dog?
Oh, well.
Yes.
Yeah,
You decided to show
that's the most important feature. And in the Blair Witch VR, you are able to not only pet him yourself, but you're also able to feed him snacks from your hand, and it's like the best feature ever. This is the future of VR.
Peter's trail. Good.
I think I know what was that thing on the walkie-talkie. Isn't he has backpack in front of him?
It's a backpack. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so this part is pretty straightforward. Yeah, I guess the problematic part for the speed there's a lot of cutscenes in this game, and they're pretty long.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see at least one of them broken.
Yeah,
before the end.
Probably.
At least one, probably more.
Slowly getting in there. I'm sure that speedrunners at this point are like, no. Okay, he just skipped it. Nice.
Did I pass out? Boy.
Yeah, I mean, there must be something like a huge jump somewhere, just because I can't imagine that even with these kinds of of skips, you can bring the total much lower to what we've had when we played the game. So yeah, I guess this is still somewhere in front of us. I just hope that I'll be able to collect my jaw from the ground when I see it.
Maybe Bullet can catch a scent. Bullet.
I wonder how he does, like how will he move through the forest, because like I and you probably too were able to move through the forest absolutely without Bullet, but it was also because we saw this forest like without the darkness, and we were able to recognize when we are going because we went through this forest so many times. But I guess he is doing pretty well too. Like I don't think Bullet is in front of him. I think he left him behind.
Yeah, I mean, this part is probably pretty easy to do it this way. I just wonder what's going to happen when the monsters arrive.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to fight them, or just leave them be and just turn off the light, the light?
Yeah, that's interesting. Which of those approaches he'll choose? He or she? I actually don't know who is playing that.
Yeah, I guess probably if you get the gamma to like super high levels. Okay.
He has time to pet Bullet, so
yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. He wouldn't just do that to He wouldn't do that
the game
twice.
Is he breaking the game by petting the dog? I mean, that would be the best thing ever.
I mean, we can't forget that he's trying to get the fastest time possible.
Yeah.
So I guess there's a reason.
Unless he's just flexing. I have so much time that I can pet my dog.
Okay, so what he did there, I believe he somehow bugged out his stamina, because we have this stamina system in the game, which doesn't let you move fast for too long. And he's been running for quite a lot. Sorry?
You think this is why he pet the dog?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Because after that, he's constantly running, and it wouldn't be possible.
And he clearly knows when to look for the tape, because this was the one that Bullet was... Wait, isn't it already... Yeah, he like
Come here, boy.
went straight for the tape.
Wait, is that? There it is. Heal! Come on, boy. Peter's in danger, and we're the only ones who can help him.
Yeah, this requires some really good mental map of what's going on in this forest, because like moving around so smoothly is not that easy.
I found a tape. It shows the man who did it.
What? How do you... Wait, a tape? In the middle of the forest? Alice, are you serious?
Yeah, those tapes, they make things appear, but there's no time landing. We have to find the kid. He's in serious danger.
Alice, even if that's true, I can't let you go alone.
We don't have much choice. Look, I won't do anything stupid. I'm just gonna find him and wait for you to catch up. Over and out.
No, Alice, wait! God damn it!
Okay, that's also pretty smart. He used the other way of going into the teleport, and the quickest way to reach the same location, because in the game the bullet leads you into another direction.
Yeah, that's true.
So you kind of go the long way, and right now he went the shortest way to just trigger the dialogue right here.
Yeah.
It's gonna take way less time to reach the tree again.
That's really impressive. Like, you see a player know the game better than the creators. It's like, wow.
Alice, over. Alice, I don't know why you're not picking up, but I see this weird white tree in the distance.
Ellis to base. Landing, where are you?
Still under the tree.
Okay, here comes the monster for the first time. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Talking about the same tree. White, leafless, black vines all over.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, look, this doesn't make sense. All of this. It's just ridiculous. God damn it, Alice. It was a mistake letting you come here. You wanted to redeem yourself. I get it. And I wanted to help, but this is too much for you. You're not thinking straight.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm crazy.
Well, I'm pretty sure that speedrunners will be happy with Medium, because you can skip the dialogues.
Screw you, Emmett. I don't need your help. It's you who needs me. Now, I'm the only person in this goddamn forest who is even remotely close to finding that kid.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, we have so much cool VO here that
Emmett.
That's true. That's true. We have Troy Baker. Well,
Yeah.
you can skip Troy Baker.
God damn it. What is it, Bullet? Stay.
Hey?
yeah. So he just basically turned off the flashlight
Wait,
to not trigger the monsters.
it's Lanning's car.
He or she exactly knew where to go to not trigger them by your movement.
There. I just found your car.
This part
Come on, Emmett. Talk to me. The light. The light?
Turn on the lights.
What?
The headlights, turn them on.
Why? Who is this? Hello? Yeah, why the hell not? Here!
and the key.
Where'd you find it? Bullet, wait.
And that's a super funny part, because actually we've had so many problems with this cutscene of Ellie's going into the car. It was bugging so much,
Under the hood.
and we constantly couldn't identify the problem. It's actually pretty
Yeah.
obnoxious.
Yeah, like it seems so like so basic. A character's just getting into a car, but like it was a big. Generally, the car was a big problem. Like that, I remember that at some points there was also a problem with lightning. We basically couldn't make it so that you could read what was on that piece of paper, and without that you weren't able to solve the puzzle. So that was another problem. So many problems. I'm glad they got solved.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the stamina. That's a cool trick.
Bullet, stay. God, it's freezing. This better be worth it.
Yeah, he left the dog far, far behind, so...
What is it, Bullet? What'd you find? All right, good boy. Now move aside.
So he's pretty fine to the game already. Like, I would say that it's 1/3, probably. And he did it in 15 minutes. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, from what I remember when I was testing it, I remember that going up to the chapter 7. So this is the moment when you go under the tree, which is a few minutes in front of us. That was pretty quick always. But then there were a few levels before the
Sheriff Emmett Lanning, the guy who cared.
how do you call it?
Even me.
The place where you chop wood.
Lumberyard.
Yeah, lumberyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that was like a level that I always like made a short pause before, just because I knew it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, that was the level that polarized people. People either loved it and were like, yes, writing this card is the best, or like, no, this level is too big, I don't want to write this card anymore. I'm actually interested what he'll do there. If he'll choose the card, or because like maneuvering the card requires some time in order to like, you know, change the trails and so on and so on. So it's not that quick. So I'm interested what they'll make to make it quicker. They'll choose to make it quicker.
Yeah, what if it doesn't use the card?
Could be.
Shit, no, not now. Come on, work. I hope you know where you're going, boy.
Yeah, this right here is actually my favorite when it comes to scare jump scares. I remember playing it for the first time when one of our level designers like created it. It's super scary. Like when you play it for the first time and you only hear this creepy sound behind you, and then you see like a quick, you know, glimpse of the sheriff just walking somewhere around you.
Yeah, it's so effective because he's not even like dangerous to you, but he's just there. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I was so spooked, I remember.
Well, good. That's what horror games are for.
Yeah, I remember even going, you know, downstairs to him and like, you know, congratulate him that he made such a, you know, great jump scare.
Yeah. I remember we also were like, we were working on this level because I'm sitting in the same office as level designers, and we were at some point making because in this tunnel at some point there is a skull like tumbling down the tunnel, And we were making, we were putting a lot of skulls, each different color, and making a race to see which skull will be the first down. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, it's gonna be right here, right?
Yeah, someone here. I'm with you. Wow, it's been just a year actually. Yeah, a year and a month since we stopped working on this project, but I forgot so much. Oh, there's the skull, yes. So there was like 5 of them, red, green, blue, yellow, something, and they were like tumbling down to see which will be the first.
Who won, do you remember?
I think JJ.
Oh. Yeah, it's his level, so...
What the heck?
Okay.
Nothing...
Looks like some... Shush. It's okay, buddy. It's him. Buried something nearby. Come here. Bullet. Heal. Bullet.
Yeah, so here we'll have digging in the ground animation, which is actually implemented pretty late in the development process. I believe the first versions. Okay, Bullet is a little bit bugged right here because he was digging in the wrong spot. But anyway, I remember the first iterations, which were like basically, you know, you've seen the ground, then Bullet did a few moves, and then there was a hole. It was looking so bad.
Yeah, animating bullets it was a big problem. Like I remember, like there was a big problem to animate his ears properly because like dogs show their emotions through their ears, and we just couldn't make them move quite right. Yeah, animating animals is super tough. Like I think that everyone has some basic idea how humans work because like we are humans, so we can, in a worst case scenario, can just go up to a mirror and see what we do. But dogs are not that easy. Although we had a lot of luck because our sound designer was coming to the office with his dog, and all of the sounds of belly rubs and so on and scratches, this is all real. It's authentic sound of a dog being scratched.
100% dog.
Yes, dog approved. I remember that a lot of people were also going to the forest at night to see how the lights work, what kind of sounds you can make, and like also recording sounds of footsteps on the leaves. So a lot of sounds are actually made like in real life environment.
Yeah, actually, this game, especially after like Observer and Layers of Fear, gave us finally a chance to visit the areas that we wanted to portray. Just because we couldn't like go on the 19th century huge ass ship, which was in Layers of Fear 2, or visit the 2084 Krakow, but we could definitely go to the forest or scratch a dog if you wanted to, and to just have all of these really realistic effects in the game later on.
Although the apartment house in Observer is based on a real apartment house in Krakow, so that's a nice touch. And I even think that it's the same apartment house we'll see in Medium, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that. we'll need our players to figure it out.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it's, it's also located in Poland, so like the game takes place in Poland, so yeah.
in different times, obviously, so it won't be the same, but it's all Poland.
Okay, going back to the Blair Witch, our Ellie is currently suffering from some PTSD attacks.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No.
Okay, let's see how it triggers all the bodies, because I was always like looking around like crazy, but I know maybe there's like a better way of doing that. Yeah, of course there is.
I can't. Ah!
Yeah, so we are slowly approaching the level that we've talked about before, and long level before the lumber yard, and the one with the train. Oh, it wasn't a train.
Cart.
What was it? The cart?
I think
Yeah,
it was
the cart.
cart, yeah.
Don't let go. Keep him to yourself.
Yeah. Such a good boy.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, but like playing this game requires really good environmental awareness, because you need to know the map really well. Because like in full games, for those who didn't play Blair Witch before, you don't have any map. You don't have any clues where to go. You are mostly led by Bullet. You need him in order to properly move around this forest. So
Let's see where it leads.
being able to speedrun, and to do that you can't rely on bullets, so you need to really know where you are going and where are the fastest roads to certain points.
Yeah, it was probably one of the biggest challenges of the development to, achieve two goals at the same time. From one hand, we wanted, we wanted you to feel like you've lost, like you are lost in the forest. But at the same time, if you were feeling like you were lost and you had no idea where to go, you would be bored or irritated after a while. So we kind of had to give you these tools how to get your way around the forest. If you just if you are patient enough or you are aware enough. And yeah, in the end, Bullet is this tool that you need to use if you want to beat the game, and not take like 50 hours or something. So.
Yeah, and even balancing Bullet was really hard, because there were moments in development when we made him just basically too smart, and he was like leading you through this game, and you didn't need to do anything, and it was just boring because the dog was playing the game for you. But there were also moments when we made him too dumb, and he was like constantly getting sidetracked. He was like behaving very cutesy, but wasn't really that helpful. So that was something we really needed to work in order to balance properly, because making a companion that both you can rely on but also need to take care of is not that easy.
Yeah, so like I've said, he doesn't bother going on a cart.
Should be safer this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually I wonder how he get off the cart, because there was no animation and he didn't go through the back. So yeah, that was another kind of little skip.
Yeah, a few seconds earned.
Go get it, Bullet.
Did he take the valve? I didn't see this darkness.
No, he actually just That's actually the funny part, because you shouldn't be able to pick up the item right here. I don't remember what item it was, but you're not supposed to pick it up if the enemy sees you before. So he kind of had to make sure that the monster didn't see him. Then
Oh, I
he had to,
see.
he
Yeah.
had to run from there and let the bullet give him the item in the other location.
Yeah.
And now he needs to go to collect the second item.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does something crazy. We'll see in a second. No, okay. Yeah, he's just gonna run with the camera next to the monsters.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good idea to not wait until Bullet grabs the part and comes back to you, but just go away, so that Bullet would follow you with the part still in his mouth.
Okay, that was a little nice collision trick. I wasn't aware of that, to be honest. I was always trying to go that correct, so to say, way. Yeah, but
speedrunners should be hired as QAs because what they can think of is like, wow.
Yeah, it probably saves him like, I don't know, 15 to 20 seconds. Something like that.
Yeah, so like I said before, we had a chance to move around those levels when they were basically not dark because they didn't have any atmosphere yet. They were just being made, or we could turn off the atmosphere if we wanted. So we know how those levels look like, but like moving around in a total darkness with just this little window of the camera, it's pretty impressive.
I didn't know there was a logging operation out here. Stopped giving out permits in the 60s. This is ancient.
And he exactly knows how much does he need to pull the trunk.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it all the way, just long enough that he can proceed with the cart.
Now he can play Cobra Masters.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even an achievement for that, actually.
Yeah, Snake Chava? I think that was the name.
Yeah, something like that. Getting, I believe, 40 points.
Really?
I guess it was 40. Yeah, but it's probably the best, use of his time right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Can't really
basically
do anything else.
needs to wait anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that, he's having, fun time with it. Ooh, clutch. Snake plays. Next IGN highlights. It will be in, that's for sure.
Yeah. People love this game. Like, it's such an iconic game of that time. Like, every person was playing Snake. Everyone had Nokia phone, and everyone was playing Snake. Will he get to party? Or won't he? Will he have
Oh,
time?
no!
Oh no! Oh.
No achievement today for you. Yeah, maybe next time. Next speedrun.
You should speedrun. You should speedrun the Cobra Masters in order to make a speedrun within a speedrun.
Yeah, exactly. But can you even speedrun Cobra? Like, Snake or Cobra? Can you even do that? Like, you can't end the game, right? I mean, you will
I
lose.
guess you can become so long that there is like no chance of ever expanding anymore. So I guess you can. I don't know.
The game crashes, then you win.
Just a little further.
Yeah, that's a little pretty funny event right here. Or wait a second before I talk to you about this, because he's calling Donny Pizza, but there's no signal. Okay. Yeah, so actually we had some issues because the bridge behind you falls down, and we kind of wanted, we didn't want it to feel too cheap, but at the same time we didn't really have resources to make it look great. So in the end we decided to just force the player's camera forward, so that when the bridge collapses, you need to look forward. You can't really see anything, and then we just replaced the bridge with anything, with the remnants of it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty low budget
Low budget
solution.
Yeah,
But it worked. So
it worked. Like with good camera angles and with good sound design, you don't really feel that sometimes the developers are trying to hide something from you. So it's it's smoke and mirrors in many cases in games. If you think about what is actually happening or why there's a cutscene, for example, in certain parts, it's often developers trying to hide something. Like, for example, oh, he knows the code. Okay.
of course he does.
Yeah, but like I said, it's often smoke and mirrors just to avoid like loading times. Cutscenes are often used to avoid loading times, hide them.
What? How? Jesus Christ! What the fuck just happened?
It's actually kind of a shame of that he skipped the puzzle, because I think that this level was the first one where we first developed this camera mechanics. Like, it just worked here so well that we kind of expanded on it, because this level showed us that yes, this is a great idea and we are able to utilize it really interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Boy will die. He has to die. Such is her will. gun. He dragged.
Oh yeah, this will be an interesting part to speedrun. Because there are monsters everywhere.
Yeah, actually, there is like a pretty a road that works 100% of the time,
Really?
but you need to know it really well.
Mhm.
And at the same time, I remember that actually we've nerfed this next level. So the level we've called it Fog, I believe, and it was the 13th level because it was like really hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's really hard to beat it because monsters were really dense, and at the same time there's fog everywhere around you, so you only had to rely on your camera and on the like heating vision on it. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember testing dialogues on this level. It was so hard for me. Like I remember I remember admitting that I'm not able to test if my dialogues work properly because it was too hard for me.
Fucking bastard. Wait, what the hell is this?
And also there was another issue I remember right now, and that we've had with the bullet, just because we weren't really paying attention to him, because on this level he's not really guiding you. You kind of need to find your own way. So a lot of the times we are just forgetting about him completely, and then at the end of the level we're kind of realizing that, okay, where's Bullet right now, because he's gone and we don't know when he disappeared. Yeah, so it was pretty obnoxious, but yeah, but ultimately we just get this little fix so that after this level, when you reach a specific checkpoint, he just spawns next to you if he's not there yet. So we made it work. We will work around.
Yeah, and another interesting part that another like little trivia we can say about Bullet is that he has this little triangle that shows you the spot from where he's barking, and that's interesting because this is a mechanic that we directly translated from a game jam. Some of our developers were taking part of before Blair Witch, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do something else. Let's do something we didn't do in a long time. So let's make a shooter." And they did, and this is the same mechanism that shows you where the bullets are coming from, like where your enemies are. And I think it was directly transferred to the Blair Witch because it was a good way to indicate where you should go by indicating from where Bullet is barking.
He was super close to the monster. I wonder why he didn't attack him. But yeah, I guess the guy knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He knows how close he can be.
Probably speedrunning a game requires so many attempts that at some point you just know how to do stuff. I wonder how long does it take to reach this point of mastery of a game to be able to do something like this.
Probably more than 43 minutes.
Probably.
I guess.
What the? Hey, Psycho, what the hell is this? This thing bleeds.
Don't be silly. Freaks don't bleed. Now look around. Do you see it?
What?
The trail. Do you see it?
I think so.
Follow it.
Yeah, he doesn't even look where the trail is. He just goes his way. He knows what to do. Oh yeah, this was the part I had so many problems with right after he gets shot. I don't know I don't remember what the problem was. It was something like too many monsters and too many those marks that show you where to go. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't beat this level no matter how many times I tried.
Yeah, there's a really narrow path there. You need to go through it without a mistake. So I can see that it must have been pretty hard if you played it for the very first time or even the first few times. Yeah, that's also the reason why we nerfed it in the end, because it was pretty hard.
Balance is important, like especially in horror games, because like if you are frustrated in a puzzle game, it's kind of expected that there should be a moment where you just don't know what to do and need to like figure it out. But in horror games, it needs to be a good balance of challenge and of like awareness what you need to do next, because if you break the flow by making something that is too hard for the player, it also breaks the tension, because the tension is getting bigger the further you go, and if you can't proceed, the tension is falling down. So for horror games, making it challenging enough but not hard is very important.
Yeah.
Bullet, don't.
Did he skip that deer? Or is it not yet?
No, he skipped it.
Okay.
He somehow skipped it, yeah. Yeah, I was also like figuring out whether is it already after the deer or yeah. There's no dead deer here, so it's already behind us. So yeah, that's actually quite a bit of time, because I believe that this cutscene takes at least around 2-3 minutes. So
yeah, this is
it's a
long
pretty large skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wonder if the ending is also counted into the total, because probably one of them is shorter than the other.
Yeah,
so I wonder, because if it is, probably he also does everything to get this specific ending to have the shortest one possible.
Yeah, I mean, with not killing the monsters, and he didn't kill any, even the first one, which should be obligatory, he's probably going for a good ending. Like the better ending.
Yeah, good overall ending, but the bad dog, right? Because he didn't he pet Bullet 2 times, so that's really not enough to have a good ending.
Yeah, the dog doesn't really like him.
Okay, he just skipped the cutscene. At least I think so. No, he didn't. Okay, yeah,
no.
It works. Yeah, he took a really strange route next to the fall from the cliff. So I thought some kind of magic trick, but no.
I don't understand.
You're almost there. Almost free.
The
More step, that's all it takes.
the biggest stakes in the game.
Kill myself?
They gave you what you wanted all these years.
What you wanted all those years?
The dog.
Kill the dog.
What? Oh, fuck you, no!
It'll be quick. Think about it. Kill it safe.
No, I will not kill Bullet.
But this is where where you draw the line. A fucking dog.
And Bullet, they are talking about killing the dog. And Bullet is all cute in the background.
On the board.
Stop hiding behind a child, you coward!
It's just chilling, you know, waiting for his master to finish the call.
Yeah. He's a good boy. Doesn't interrupt.
What the? No. That's impossible. Bullet, no! Bullet?
Okay, so this will be probably the saddest part of the speedrun, and at the same time one that I'm most interested with, just because this part takes so long. Of course, he didn't get the dog, because getting the
Yeah, of
dog
course.
takes so much time. So
Yeah, slows you down. So for those who don't know, there is a chance, like you can make a choice, although everyone just choose to pick up the dog because it's pet. And when you do, you walk very, very slowly, and also you are stuck in a loop. But if you abandon the dog, you are just allowed to go. But you could abandon Bullet.
Have you heard what he did? I wonder when it'll snap and kill his
yeah, but actually, if you're persistent enough, we've added it at the very end of the development cycle, because we didn't want to hurt anyone who loved the Bullet and didn't want to leave him. So if you're persistent enough, you won't be forced to leave him. You'll just lose consciousness and wait at the later stage. So it's not like you let go of him. You just
Yeah,
the witch
it was the first design that if you don't let him go, you are just stuck in this loop. But then we realized that no one will ever let go of him, so we need to give them some escape roads, so that if they don't let go, they'll still be able to finish this game.
No.
Calm down. Just calm down. You let everyone down. What the? No, like I can't take it anymore. Make it stop. Damn it.
Yeah, so again, he doesn't want to trigger any monsters, so he turned off the flashlight and goes for the entry, or for the exit, actually.
Don't come too close. We don't know what he'll do.
Yeah, so after that, we're slowly approaching the final part of the game, which is the witch's house.
The most important part. The one everyone is waiting for.
Just kill me already! Pitiful. What the? So you're still struggling, huh? What did you do with the kid? The kid. That's what you're worried about. Stupid little man, I could just slit your throat and wear your skin. Then why don't you? You'll have to work for that. You see what you've done? Try as you... Again. Why? I did everything you wanted me to.
And we, from the very beginning, we knew exactly how this scene is going to look like. Like, we knew that we are going to come to this hub, this campsite, 4 times, and this in the end, this will be this grand reveal of how close our actual goal was, and we were always so excited to make it happen.
Peter to the basement.
Yeah. It turns out that this house was just always there. Actually, it was the real house. It's no longer there. Like the house where it wasn't a set. It was a real abandoned house. It's no longer there. As far as I know, they demolished it because it was it was just a hazard. It could collapse anytime. But we got from Lionsgate the scans of the actual house. So although obviously it morphs a little bit as you know in houses do in horrors, it's still pretty faithful recreation.
Yeah, I remember playing it for the very first time and a few first times, and it was like a super scary experience actually.
You didn't miss the jump scare.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can miss that.
Just made it angry.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I believe it just forces your camera to look at it if you don't already.
Yeah, but this is also like this part with the jump scare is also a part we used in a demo, and we just knew that people would react to it. It was such a good jump scare, such a well timing that when we were seeing people playing it and approaching this moment, we were like creeping behind them just to see their reaction.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time. Don't point dwelling on the past. This is your chance to do something good, Alice. Don't waste it.
There's so many cool stuff happening in this house, but in a speedrun, it's so hard to see any of them.
Yeah, I probably won't see the most of it, but also it's pretty cool to see that someone, have it all in mind. And
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's the more reason to play it yourself if you are interested.
yeah, there are also a few monsters here, so he's not out of the woods yet.
Yeah. Although he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I can only hope that something's gonna go wrong and it will take him more time.
Yeah. You can be better than developers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unless you can in this
Unless you can, yes.
Yeah.
Convenience store near Burkittsville Road. Those kids again? Yep.
Alice, what are you doing out here? Do you copy, Alice? Over. Alice, answer me.
teenager allegedly involved in a convenience store robbery was shot by a police officer arriving.
I'm to blame for that.
It's not where it all started, is it?
I've seen this room. Huh?
Oh, here comes our handsome lad. Hey, is it...
Hey, shh.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool shot. I've always liked it.
Sir. Fuck. Alan Palmer.
Foxtrot 1. Monarch, this is Foxtrot 1. We confirmed enemy soldiers at 2 o'clock. They are unaware of our presence. Out.
I've almost forgot how dizzy running through this house made me. I was testing it.
Yeah, it's not meant to be
flashes
run
around.
through.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we're really close to the end right now.
Yeah. Although
I
the
believe-
end has, yeah.
Yeah, I believe we are just after the half of the witch's house. So
Yeah, I think we passed through the 2 of the rooms, which you are always coming back. So I think that it should be more than a half.
yes, we're looking at 1 hour, and yeah, I wonder if you can make it under 10 minutes.
I mean, the last cutscenes are pretty long. It's like
Yeah.
we need to wrap up all of the story, so that probably adds a few minutes. But I'm still impressed with how quickly you can beat this game.
And also, I mean, I'm completely aware that there are for sure more like demanding games when it comes to speedruns, which requires you to know more skips or some secret techniques that let you beat them. But at the same time, it's really impressive that you kind of can't make any mistake playing that if you want to make a record or a good score. So I'm still impressed that he didn't trigger any of the monsters unintentionally or didn't do any other mistakes.
Yeah, like normally this technique with skipping monsters for people who are ready to crawl really slowly and so on. And here it's used in a speedrun. That's actually interesting.
Sylvester Boyce, Roscoe Hayward. They're all dead because of me.
At this point, I'm just happy that we don't have any bugs so huge that you can just run from the first location to the last and finish the game in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it sometimes happens. So yeah.
And there were surprisingly few bugs to be abused. I mean, obviously, like this endless stamina, that's something I never heard of before. But it's not a game-breaking bug. It's a bug that actually helps players. So that's a good thing to have.
it's a good bug. So it's a feature, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Let's stick with it. Yeah.
Yes. It's
That
a
was
feature,
intentional,
not a bug.
of course.
Exactly. No, but uncovering this, I'm pretty sure it didn't happen to many people who didn't know about it. So it's like, I'm happy that there's something for speedrunners to uncover. Like speedrun community is so amazing, and all those charity speedruns, that's a great thing. And I just really love this community. So seeing my game speedrun is a great experience.
Shut up.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, I've
That's
never thought of
pretty
that.
close.
To just go after it. Nice. That was really cool.
The amount of thinking out of the box is incredible. People are like so creative with the speedruns.
Get in the corner. Don't look at her.
Yeah, I quite like this standing in the corner and that you need to fight in order to like avoid turning. Like it's a simple thing, but I think it's clever.
Yeah, I mean, it gave this scene a bit more pressure.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Like
without it, you were just standing in the corner and doing nothing. So
yeah,
it was
like in
supposed to be
movies.
like really.
Yeah, in movies, in Blair Witch movies, it works really good when characters are like standing and you know that there is something behind them. But in video games, it's hard to replicate that feeling. So, and in many cases, what works in movies won't work in a video game. So often you have like a feeling that you want to put in your game. There are some emotions that you want your player to feel, but you are not able to do the same as the other medium does. Like what movies make won't work in what movies do won't work in video games. So you need to kind of look for the same, look for a way to achieve the same experience while using different techniques.
Yeah. One of 7. Getting pretty close. I think that the main question is whether we count it with the cutscenes at the end or without. Because that will make a big difference.
I think any percent means that you need to reach the end, so you can't not count the cutscenes.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter how you reach the end, but you need to. So, you know. And I don't think, is this the very spoilerish cutscene? I probably shouldn't talk about it, or maybe I should. I don't know, to be honest. But like the cutscene that is happening in the tunnel, is it skippable? I don't think it is, although I may be wrong.
This is it. The basement.
In the tunnel? Oh yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't believe it's skippable, but I'm not sure right now.
He's not here.
Yeah, we'll see soon enough.
Did you really think it would be that easy, Ellis? That the kid would be waiting here for you, so you could save him and go home a hero? No, Ellis. You don't get to do that.
Maybe not. But I'm gonna end it. Once and for all.
Come on, then. The key is under the table. I'm waiting on the other side.
Yeah, the countdown just finished, so I guess we're not counting.
Yeah, so I guess without the cutscene.
Cutscene, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, also there's a pretty cool story about this cutscene, because we've kind of merged the PTSD version with the real version, also at the very end of the production cycle.
Yeah, because it was pretty confusing for players, right?
Yeah, because the way it was working before was that there was first and then the second one, or even there was no forest stakes, so the scenes from the forest. So it was kind of like Maciej said, not really clear for the players. But after that, it really nicely ties these two situations.
Okay, so
Yeah, okay.
this is the end. I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure
that's
he got a good ending, although I'm not able to see that. But yeah. Still,
that
it
was
was
fun.
great.
That was great.
It was fun. It was great experience, like to see your own game played in a way that you didn't intend to. That's a very interesting feeling, and I'm so glad that our game was interesting to speedrun through.
Yeah, and also I've learned a few things. Being the QA lead, it only made me more humble. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedrunners, if you ever want a job, QA is waiting for you because the things you are able to come up with are like, wow.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us for this speedrun of Blair Witch, the game. I hope you had a great time and see you somewhere in the future.
Yeah, remember to check out Blair Witch on VR if you want to pet the dog in almost real life. So see you next time, and I hope that you had a great time with us.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.